to check me the fuck out.
You don't like Kingdom Hearts?
The game's
That's
trash.
not what I said.
What did you say?
You said, dearly beloved. I said, dearly beloved, we've gathered here today to check me the fuck out.
That is not what I heard.
All I heard was check me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Brett heard, I hate Kingdom Hearts for some reason.
That's exactly what I heard. It's like, why are we escalating so much?
No.
Hey, fuck you. I didn't say that.
I'll agree that it's a confusing story. You know, 3 wasn't the best, but you know.
Really, the second one is the only one that's really good.
I'd argue the first one's the best.
I'd argue 156/3 upscore 7/ Hi everybody, welcome to the morning after music show. It's the Kingdom Hearts intro.
DMCA because of it.
All right. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. It's whatever. If this is muted, it's fine.
Listen,
it's
chat.
4 of us.
Listen, and you too, YouTube. I'm here right now. We don't care about YouTube anymore. Okay, we want you to come here and hang out with us in chat so you can see these shenanigans that happen every single day.
We do.
YouTube, don't listen to him. Watch Germer D and watch all the other videos 8 times. Send them to 10 of your friends.
Fuck that.
No, please, dear God, promote Jeremy D. Those take so much time.
Yes, please, for the love of God, give me a reason to upload High Laugh You Lose. It was a good video.
That was a good video.
Actually, our whole entire channel is becoming a TikTok channel. So if you would like to go over to our TikTok, geek_republic.
I have been on it more, recently. I'm getting used to the TikToks.
I come up with
we're actually going to
all
Truth
the time.
Social, to be honest with you.
Oh God, Josh. Okay, disconnect him real fast. Okay, get him out of here.
I'm back, and I'm a Trumper now.
And he's gone. Yeah.
Just gonna kick him out.
And he's gone. Yeah. Oh,
there
shit,
it is.
Still hear him.
There it is. I will never leave. I'm a Cancer. I'm here forever.
Good.
But yeah, why are you back, Josh? What are you doing here?
Green Day. Look at my shirt.
Oh shit.
Hey, your shirt? This kind of looks like this album. Oh God, Mike, no.
Oh.
Oh shit, you broke something. Here's the thing. I got this tee, right? In 2005. This is the American Idiot Tour tee. All right, I didn't get you a shirt, Brett. I got you a fucking tie.
You got me that tie right there. There's my finger. There it is. That's the one. It's the one from my chem.
I think it might be DMCA or TOS, so be careful.
I mean, you can't see shit.
It's like someone like getting strangled on it.
You can't see that they're committing suicide on it. It's fine.
But anyway, I am here because it's Green Day Day. Okay.
It's Green Day Day.
It's Green Day Day.
It's the 75th episode.
Yep.
Thought, why not? Bring me back.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I have stories to tell. And this might be the highest score ever on the show.
We got some
There's a
Persona 5
tease.
music.
There's a tease for you. Okay.
Yes. I still haven't done my scores.
I haven't either, and I'm probably gonna have to wait because, honestly, dude, I can't think of anything wrong.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything bad.
Actually, there's one thing that I want to talk about.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, for later. Later.
Well, hey, YouTube, if you haven't already clicked off, give it a like. Find us on Twitch. Watch us on our own channels. Brett does drums and he races. Eventually, I'll stream again. Tati does tarot cards eventually again. Josh barely exists on the internet.
Yeah, because I have to work all the fucking time now.
But I have a question for you. Where were you when they built that ladder to heaven? No, but the real question is, I just want to know everyone's most favorite Green Day memory. It could be from this album. It could be from anything. It could be, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. How you met someone. If anyone has anything like that.
I'll do it.
It's time for the wholesome bit.
Cool.
Brett.
I'll do that while I do
This is the
math.
cutesy bit. Yeah. I'll go full screen for it. This is
It started off with animosity.
No.
Shit.
So, I moved to a small town called Tampa, Florida, and
It's very small.
It's very small. It's tiny. Coming from Las Vegas, Nevada, so a little different. But so this album comes out, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. I buy all of my folders, all of my notebooks, everything, every fucking thing. The shoelaces on my audios, everything was Green Day. And so I walk in first day of school at Ben Hill, and I think it was like fourth period. Science, walk in, I'm like, I don't know where the fuck to go. Teacher says pick a spot. There's only 2 seats in the back. One of them was Candace that we keep talking about. It was sitting next to her, and she kind of scared me at the time, so I said no. And there's another kid sitting there on the other table, and I was like, hey, can I sit here? And he's like, sure. And I sit down, pull out my folder, and it's Green Day, and this kid goes, oh, dude, you like Green Day? Dude, I like Green Day. It's my favorite band. And it just went from there. Turns out this kid plays a guitar. We all know the same songs. We're playing the same shit. And that kid is Josh Polanyi.
Spoiler alert. It's me.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's me, Smile.
So
Me and Brett.
So-
A wee 13.
13.
That's what. Okay. So, and we're 30 now, so that's a long time.
A long time, man.
Okay. But this is the thing I remember the most, right? Because we both played guitar at that time in our life.
Yep.
But I had a dad that didn't even understand what music is. And you had a dad that literally played music since he was 2 years old. Okay? Okay? So you knew how to play guitar better than I did.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, I'm learning all these Green Day songs. Have you learned how to play this? Boulevard Broken Dreams. The song just came out. And I was like, it's kind of hard. I don't really understand it too well. And admit, like, this is like, I just got my guitar. Like, he came into class, I would say...
March?
third.
Something like that.
Third semester, or third quarter of school.
Yeah, third quarter.
Yeah. And the album just came out. And I was about to go to the concert because this it was like in April or some shit. Or that's when they were touring. And the song just came out. And I was like, man, I really wish I could play that song. And I don't know why I couldn't play it. I guess because I was just a scrub. But I couldn't figure out the power chords. It didn't sound good. And I almost gave up guitar. And then Brett was like, yeah, I got it. It's super easy. And I was like, you son of a bitch. And I went home and I learned the whole fucking album. And I was like, I'm not going to let anyone be better than me.
I told you.
That's right. You showed.
I was like, and then we were in bands forever that never went anywhere. And all we did was like cover Green Day songs all the time.
Dude, that
Here we
stupid
are.
ass little red amp always just carried it into his house. That's when all fucking day. That's when all that shit.
Yeah, that's when that started. Yeah, it's where the first iteration of White Fang was invented.
Yep.
And the second.
And the third and the fourth. Yeah.
And the fourth.
Yes.
Dude, I met Joey like a week later because Josh is like, hey, this drummer dude likes Green Day. I was like, cool.
Yeah. And then he started listening to Korn, and then we were like, oh god,
man,
we gotta learn this now.
I remember when he bought his first pair of
I
Kit
gotta learn
pants.
hip hop.
Yeah. BRB, I'm getting blinded.
Yeah, that's
Give me a
fine.
second. Give me a
That's
second.
Tati, let's start over to you. What's your favorite Green Day memory?
Okay, listen. I never really listened to them as
Get
much
out.
as I should
Get out.
have. No, see, because now I'm listening to them now and I'm like, yeah, I could see why I love this song so much. And like, I think my favorite memory has to be just like in 7th grade, just wanting to, like I said, like I was talking to you guys about earlier about like wanting to do a talent show with song. What was the song that
It was Holiday. Right?
Holiday.
Holiday, yeah. It was Holiday.
Day.
Yeah.
I wanted to like, I was like planning like outfits in my head just in, like the entire time I was listening to that song like back and forth. Just like it was a whole thing, and like me being me, I'm like too much of a pussy to go on stage and actually perform it. So I mean, but like my memory of it was just like downloading Green Day from LimeWire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
hell yeah, this
Yeah.
rocks. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's my memory.
Hell yeah.
I before you go, Cody, because I'm sure you have a good story. I feel like that there's two like pathways you take when you're in middle school and you discover this band. You either go like the Blink 182 way, and it's like, let me listen to all like the happier punk rock, or you're like, I like Green Day and I like the politicalness. I'm gonna go down that way. You can intersect a little bit, but you're always partial to one side. Is everyone
Dude,
agree?
No, that was
You're
the
not
Chambo.
wrong.
The Chambo kids
Yeah.
were all the Blink
Yeah.
182 kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Everyone that we
You're not wrong.
talked about
I didn't trust them
beforehand.
because they were so happy.
Literally,
Right,
I was
like I get like the
You guys watch the news,
masturbation.
right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the political stuff is really interesting to listen to. It expands your brain, and then the other side of it's like masturbation.
I just want to chug a monster and go fuck. Okay.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I'll
But I
check
think
my
that's a really
skateboard there. All right. Well, I'll.
that's a very poignant point that I think we all need to pay attention to. I feel like we were all kind of the Green Day ones.
You know?
Yeah.
Except for
Yeah,
me,
a
I was a
little
Blink-182
I'm not saying I hated
You were
Blink.
the Blink-182
I'm just
person?
I
I'm
was
just
a
saying.
Blink-182 person.
You
That's what it is.
son of a.
Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
I was a CKY person myself, but
I listened to him. Okay.
yeah.
I found Darklight the other day. I told Cody.
Yeah.
See, I'm a real fan. I have the most popular album.
Oh, I hate that that's the most popular one. But anyway,
Right.
yeah, Steph said it in chat. It's not my favorite memory, but it's a very good one. When we got to go see them this year, I never thought I'd be able to see Green Day. I heard y'all talk about it a bunch. I've heard Jordan talking about it a bunch. You know, I always heard of this fantastic show that they put on, right?
Love it.
Seen plenty of
Yes.
live footage of it.
Yes.
So getting to see them is definitely up there. But my favorite Green Day memory, the most pivotal one, has to be when them and U2 performed at the Superdome after Hurricane Katrina. The first game back, and they were against the Falcons. It's a big old game, part of
That was
Saints
a good
history,
moment.
whatever.
Yep.
When they came out and said the Saints are coming, dude, that was my turning point. Because before then, you know, again, little baby Cody in that Fox News household, post 9/11, big old oof, okay, all over the place.
Yeah.
But seeing how much that they were showing their support for the city that I came from and the city that I loved after this devastating thing, and even U2 wasn't big on U2, and then after that I'm like, I like this Bono guy. Maybe he isn't such an asshole. He is, but you know, maybe not. I remember thinking,
yeah.
yeah.
Hello.
We're almost at that episode.
Oh hell yeah. Good. Good.
There I go.
Seeing them
Dave
come
is number
together.
2.
And seeing them to come together and all the, like the support that they had for the city. Again, I've talked about plenty of times those turning points which turned me from right to left. That was a big moment because I go, you know what? We all want the same thing. They're just coming at it from a different way. And now it's my question to myself of, okay, why is their way different? You know, do I really believe all the things I've been spoon-fed, or do I want to hang out with Green Day? And it turns out I want to hang out with Green Day.
Yes. Agreed.
But-
Yeah, entirely. Yep.
Yeah, and I feel like in the beginning of the 2000s when we started like forming a brain, we were very impressionable, and this was even before the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and then to like get most of our like framing from music. It sounds boomery to discuss, but like it's true, and I feel like every millennial has a little bit of that. I would hope so. And this obviously, this kind of music, you know, the anti-flags of the era, the Green Days. Right. This is basically our. I know it's weird to say because it's different genres, but it's our Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
It is
100%.
though. It is though. I mean, shit. This is our me and Cody's. This is our third date fucking talking about this album on stream.
I can't get
Green
enough.
Day
and
We could just do a whole Green Day just show.
it's just been a green week, man. But it's like this is where that kind of this is where that kind of shit started for me as well. Like, you know, when American Idiot came out, I was like, obviously.
How dare they talk about Bush like that?
Yeah, like I mean, I was on the West Coast. It's
different.
a little different out there as
You
far
didn't,
as that
you
kind of
didn't live in
stuff.
fucking Louisiana and then Florida.
Right.
So-
Right. Yeah.
Right. Like by the time I got out here, I had already been West Coastified in my life. So like,
Lucky.
yeah. Dude, man, you just go to the beach all day, dude. It's fine. But no, this was big for me because like Linkin Park wasn't doing that at the time.
No.
You know, they were still talking about, you know, their personal experiences and stuff and like that.
I think we talked about that
Same
before.
year,
What's
same
that?
year.
That?
Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably due to record label. I mean, being political wasn't profitable then. Like we were watching a Mike the Snare's video for Deep Discog Dive. Like bands being overtly political and critical of the war and of Bush was not a thing we did until this album.
But like,
if you wanted to make money, no way. I mean, look at what happened to Dixie Chicks and Madonna. They all tried to be political.
Oh,
Dead end.
That
Yeah,
backfired
at least-
so quick.
Very true.
Boom.
right. At least in like that early 2000s era, because then you get a little further and you get like the White Album, Avenged Sevenfold, and you get that. But like even then,
I mean,
they're still like play Confederate flag guitar saying, you know, both sides are stupid, and like you can't be conscientious, you know.
To be fair, the Confederate flag was for dime,
sure,
more than anything else. But.
Sure, but it's still imagery that is pushed, and people take what they want to take. They don't
also, it wasn't that big of a deal back then.
No, it wasn't.
It
wasn't.
Right.
It really wasn't.
Because the fucking right weren't fucking crazy. But
lunatics.
Let's focus on
that's another show.
Yeah,
that's another show. This is the Morning After Music Show, and this is American Idiot, Green Day's 7th studio album released September 21st, 2004. We are just on the cusp of its 18th birthday. It could go die in a war now. Isn't that fucking nice?
Cool.
Has 13 tracks on it, coming in at 57 minutes and 12 seconds. The performers were Billy Joe Armstrong on the lead vocals, guitar, and piano. Mike Dirt. What's up, Mike? On bass and vocals, and then Trey Cool on the drums and vocals. It features Rob Cavallo, who is also their production, on piano, Jason Freese on the sax, and Kathleen Hanna on vocals on Let Her Bomb. Production were Green Day and Rob, and their whole production team, we've talked about them a bunch, okay? Rob Cavallo, we talked about on Black Parade. Chris Lord Alge did the mixing. We talked about him on the Billy Talent episode, the Muse episode, Black Parade, and Define the Great Line. And then Ted Jensen. Probably holds the record. We've talked about him on Crisis of Faith, Gorgira, Motionless in White, Muse, Black Parade, Catalyst, Nowhere Generation, another highlight for the Kill for the Highlight Reel, Southern Weather, In the Court of Dragon, and Voyeurs. Go watch all those episodes. No, Ted Jensen should never retire.
I just had a revelation.
Yeah, what's that?
My brain.
What's that?
Something clicked.
Uh-oh.
You talked about Rob Cavallo being the producer of this album.
Mm-hmm. Every single album.
And the producer of Welcome to the Black Parade.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you know?
Green Day on this album toured with Mike Hem.
Sure did.
Is that where that's how it came from?
Yes. Yep. And I'm going to assume they saw them on tour with them and was like, you know what? They could do the next one.
Yep. I mean, maybe Rob did Three Cheers, too. I didn't see. I was just...
I mean, dude, the Three Cheers album to
Nerd
Alert. Very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar.
And both 9/11 related
the imagery, very similar between both.
Yep.
I mean, shit, even down to the fact that they're both blacked out wearing a red tie.
And they're both on the same. They're on the same record label too, Reprise at the time.
Oh,
so
it makes
it makes plenty of time. That sense.
And then the singles were American Idiot, Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Scissors.
Scissors, like I'm gonna cut in this scene. Shh. Hello. OBS died, so we're just gonna continue when we left off. Singles were American Idiot, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Holiday, Wake Me Up When September Ends, and Jesus of Suburbia, the best song ever.
Of all time.
Didn't miss much. There we go.
We did it.
We did it. Hooray!
Hurrah.
So yeah. I don't want to throw it to anybody. I think let's just keep talking about it. Fucking.
Let's just go.
Yeah,
Just go, dude. Just go.
Let's go.
I'll start off where I didn't listen to this album a lot. There we go. We'll start there.
Okay.
And the reason being is because, especially back then, little young dumbass Cody thought that, okay, well, if the normal fucking people out there are listening to this album and they're getting it, then it must not be good because they're not smart and they don't know music. And they're also getting 50 Cent and The Game the same birthday they're getting this. Okay, so obviously it can't be good. And obviously, you know, I grew up, again, like I said, Fox News household. Boy was I fucking wrong and boy was I fucking stupid. Turns out broken clock can be right twice a day. You know what I mean?
You know?
Fair enough.
It's one of the best fucking pieces of art ever. And it really does chronicleize exactly what it was like to grow up in this era. Like, no other album gets it closer. Like, I listen to this now, and I'm like, God damn, it was the end of the rest of our lives, you know?
Yeah, we were fucked.
Like, holy shit.
No, it's been fun. Like, I think Cody, I was telling you before stream, like, I haven't deep dived into a band as a whole this entire show, every single episode we've done. I've never like the Linkin Park episodes. You know, I kind of like I listen to Meteora or Hybrid Theory 2, but this everything. I had everything going at every single day. I had at least every single album play twice, at minimum. Like this is all I had on, and it's funny because like I haven't gone on my way to listen to Green Day for a long time. Just
mistakes,
listen
to other stuff. Yeah,
listen to other stuff, right? Just there's other things to listen to. There, I know it is a mistake, but like, yeah, it's just things happen. But I never forget about this. This is roots for me. I never forget about it. And this is why I was talking about for the lyrics and stuff. Like when I'm scoring this later, I don't have to listen to this for for the next 5 years. I will remember every single thing about this album. Yep. Everything. Like like we talked about before too. I don't do lyrics. This is not my shit. That's not my thing.
No.
I remember every fucking word. Every word, and I know the meanings. I know everything. I know everything that comes when it's dealing with this band, and it's just
I kind of feel the same.
It was so much fun,
and especially since I was like becoming a musician, like at this time period. Mm-hmm. So like learning albums like top to bottom was something we did all the time because like why wouldn't you, right? There's nothing else to do. Like the internet was in its infancy. It was shit. Like there's nothing to do ever. Right, so like you're at home, like what do? You're fucking 14, you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything. So I played guitar. So I would learn every single song, top to bottom. I would choose like, okay, I'm Billy Joe. I'd play his parts, or like, okay, I want to try to learn Jason's parts. They're too hard for me at 13. So like, back to Billy, right? So like I would do that a lot. And it's interesting listening to this, being a musician, because like muscle memory is like I could play that again right now. Just now is in my head. If you told me play this song, I couldn't do it. But by hearing it, then I'm like I got it. I could do it right now.
I was telling Cody, I think during the Bullet and Bible stream, like I could pick up any instrument at any time throughout this entire album and just I'm good. Let's go.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to practice. Let's go.
Yep.
For me, it was a little bit different, just because I haven't deep dove into Green Day, and like I love Green Day, but I like back in the day, it just wasn't my thing. Like we were talking about before, like
wasn't on the radar.
It wasn't, and
you got made fun of too when you listen to it. You're just like you're a fucking dork listening to that shit.
What was I saying the other day? I was like, all these people are making fun of us all the time because we listen to Green Day so much, and then now everyone's like, oh, it's my favorite band.
But that didn't even really pass my mind, when I was like, oh, well, let me like pick and choose like who I'm listening to. Really, for me, it was just like, oh, like what's on MySpace and like what's on, what's popping out at me. It was never like, oh, what is everybody else listening to? Oh, but like hearing you guys talking about it, about like the album and everything, like even when I listen to it, like you can hear like just how, what's the word I'm looking for? Like just how like crisp, and if that makes any sense,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And just like how well everything's put together.
Yeah.
And that's
Very
what made
well
me
thought
like
out.
really
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
is how that made me like really appreciate this album. So yeah.
I mean, it wasn't on my radar, like I said earlier, it wasn't on my radar that much either, but like, every song I heard on 97X, Tampa Bay's New Rock Alternative, RIP that station, we talked about the overplayed octopus, right? Mike the Snare. And, Wake Me Up When September Ends, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, American Idiot. We've heard these songs so many fucking times, but like, I don't know, fucking 18 years later, I'm not tired of them. These still hold as much relevance and like importance to me, and I've heard them a billion times.
What's even better though is like if you were only a radio listener, you heard those 5 songs, but if you actually have the album, Give Me Novocaine. So good. What a ballad, bro.
Good.
What an uncut
So
gem.
good. And if you haven't listened to the album, chat, YouTube, people of the internet,
what are you doing?
There's another rock opera at the end of the album too.
Yeah.
Right. It's literally I don't know, 7-8 minutes long. Homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, two
Right.
9-minute
There's
fucking songs.
come on,
Yeah.
like you
Come
literally.
on.
Come
Are
on.
you- Right. It's like, are you gonna
Also-
tell me that they didn't know what they were trying to do? They were trying to fucking take over the world.
With aside from the deluxe album, which has some songs at the end,
Yeah,
the normal
B-sides,
version.
who cares?
Yeah, who cares? The regular version of the album, what's her name, is fucking. You
The
cannot
best
end on
closer
Yeah.
ever.
You cannot
What a
end
good
better.
song.
Here's something I never noticed before this week and just listened to the album on repeat. The amount of times they bring up what's her name, just that phrase, in all those fucking songs, I was like, God damn, this bitch is mentioned a lot. Holy shit. You can't
Yeah.
remember her goddamn name, Billy.
Yeah, she's a rebel, man.
Yeah.
She's a rebel.
She's a rebel.
Fucking, She's a Rebel is basically just Bikini Kills, like, you know, Rebel
Yeah.
Girl. Fucking, what's her name is basically just Wallflower's one headlight, which is pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
I love it. It's
Listen,
great.
Letterbomb's a literal Americana track.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
so good though. It's so good.
It's so like, come, bro.
Okay, Americana. I was telling Brett this when we were watching Bullet in the Bible. The amount of different genres that they cover in this, from like straight rock and roll to blues to folk to like, they made the perfect anti-America Americana album.
See, this is where I've always said.
Yeah.
I think, especially like for me, like my favorite album from Green Day is Warning.
Yeah.
Very different album for these guys.
Underrated.
But, like, it is underrated, but it's those stepping stones versus the stepping stones of Blink-182 shoots you to the indie side. Like we all like. I'm not saying that Blink kids didn't know like Lydia and shit like that, but like I don't know from my aspect, the Green Day kids, like that was in 2012. That's where they went. Was that? You know, a lot of the Blink-182 kids I knew, they were still on the Underoath side.
It's
Yeah.
probably
Weird
like
how that worked.
depth
Not
of
wrong.
lyrics. Yeah, depth of lyrics. You know, the depth in like a concept. I think listening, like, yeah, you like we watched a video earlier in the pre-show. Everyone should hang out before the show. But in the pre-show, we talked about like the guy, one of the dudes said, like, this is so far past the Dookie days of Green Day, and it is, right? But like they were like 18.
Yeah. This
You know
is
what I'm
such a
saying?
mature album.
Right.
Like, I was telling Brett during one of the other streams, like, it's so rare that a band has, especially a breakout hit. Like, oh god, did we go down again?
We're
No, wait.
Are we safe?
we're good
Safe.
on my end.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we're safe.
It's so weird that we have like a band that has a breakout album like Dookie and puts out fucking single after single after single, and it's fucking top of the fucking world,
Yep.
right? To later have a revival this big, that wasn't even supposed to be the album because the masters of the demos got stolen. And this was fucking Rob was like, do you really think Cigarettes and Valentines was your best work? And they're like, no. All right, we'll just fucking start from scratch, I guess. And this is what they came up with?
They put out, like, back then, when a band put out the greatest hits, they were done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I've always
21st Century Breakdown, or not, sorry.
International
International
Super
hits.
Hits.
Yeah.
Super Hits comes out, and it's like, okay, I guess Green Day's done now.
Yep.
Right? They can't top Warning. Shenanigans was trash. Right? They had a bunch of B-side little EPs, but then the Super Hits came out, and it was like, I guess that's it. That's them. And then they were like, no, we went to war and killed a bunch of people. I have to say something. This.
Yeah.
we watch Murder on TV.
Yep. They couldn't.
the
They
whole
could
country
not. They had to write it. And people say, why did it take so long? You know, like 9/11 happened, and then this came out in 2004.
Fully
Because
process it.
do you realize how big this son of a bitch is?
Fluff.
Yeah.
Right, compositionally. Yeah, Takashi.
Takashi.
Now, we're having a kitty off.
are.
Where's another cat?
Where's the other cat? That's cat ears. That's different.
He went.
Running around.
No,
Oh shit!
he went around.
Shaking
He
my
went
whole desk.
somewhere.
Oh, I see.
Um,
Doge.
I see a pup. I see a pup back there.
There's the Doge.
But yeah, and then, Tati, I don't know if you know this, but the way they recorded the album is the way that it comes out. They recorded it in order, made sure every single song was finished before moving on to the next one, which bands never fucking do.
No.
And like the amount of work that went into this. And you could see why it turned
You
into a
can
fucking
tell.
Yeah, and you can see how it turned into a stage play.
Right, it's thematic. Yeah.
And it's so good. It's such a good rock opera. Like, I'm so mad after this week that the fucking movie never got made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
this
was in
was the
production
movie?
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Based off
they're
the fucking the Broadway play.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And like, goddamn, if Repo the Genetic Opera can get a goddamn movie,
Oh
why not
my-
American Idiot?
Dude, the fact that they had Davey Havoc leading it for a while too from AFI, like,
Shit.
just
Perfect.
Just make him the lead fucking actor for the movie. He'd like, come on.
Yep.
It writes itself.
It does.
Hollywood, give me a call. Let's make this happen.
Like,
I'm
good
saying,
God.
like, the world needs this. The world
Yeah.
needs this fucking movie, dude. It's been
It'd
like
be very good.
18 years later, and like,
Still stands.
it's so much worse.
yeah.
Well,
I thought it was bad then. It's so much worse now.
that's a really good point to bring up, because like this came out throughout that whole bullshit with Bush, and every time something bad happened, we were like, is Green Day in the studio?
Yeah.
Like, what's like?
Yeah.
Who are they gonna say something else, right? And there is a little bit of that when you listen to like 21st Century Breakdowns, Revolution Radio. It's there, but it is like
Not the
It's
other
not
ones
same.
that don't
It's not
count.
the same.
right. It's
we don't
yeah.
speak
The other
about
ones in
those.
between, those are no.
We don't talk about this.
That alternate dimension.
Yep.
But like they had those three. I feel like this is a trilogy. Unfortunately, those didn't hit as hard, and I'm sure it has to do with like popularity of genre as time progressed.
I think
true.
Revolutionary Radio by itself stands up pretty well.
Yeah, it does okay.
That one does well.
Right, but-
21st Century Breakdown, you got me in the
You
mood.
had the
Too long.
21 Guns, right? You had that shit. You had a couple of good, Last of the American Girls. Like there's some good stuff, but it is
Fort
not
Myers is
the
coming.
rock opera.
I think 21st Century Breakdown's biggest thing is A, it's too fucking bloated, and B, it had to follow up this.
And
C,
it's impossible.
they didn't take enough time. Like Josh, you mentioned, the amount of time they took to write this did not go into 21st Century Breakdown.
Sure.
And especially I remember Drew Garabo, big Green Day fan, local radio host. He when the 21 Guns first came out that morning, everyone's super excited for it. Like, oh man, what's Green Day gonna say? They're back, baby. 21 Guns.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's
a
like a
little bit of a letdown.
snooze fest.
Yep.
That's your
Yeah,
third
it's
single.
tired.
That's not your first single. That's a third single. That's fine
Yeah.
for a third single.
Yeah.
But first single, out the
No,
gate.
did
Yeah,
Know Your
know,
Enemy come out
know
first?
your enemy.
Did that not
Know
come
Your
out
Enemy.
first?
No,
Oh, was
I don't think so.
no? Yeah, I think it was 21 Guns and then Know Your Enemy.
Know
came
Your
out, if I'm
Enemy,
not
yeah.
mistaken.
Oh, that's
Let me
Yeah,
see.
That's
but
backwards.
that's not. I don't think that's a Green Day thing. I think that's a label thing.
that's
Yeah.
that's marketing.
And you
Yeah.
could see like their Green Day's like relationship with that label like slowly deteriorate.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like they're willing to put out a shit ass album so they get fired. Like that's that level.
Okay. Correction. Know Your Enemy was first.
Okay.
But still, Know Your Enemy does not stand up next to American
It's not.
Idiot.
Yeah, it's
No,
still not that good
it's-
either compared.
It's,
They-
it's fine.
They
Just
went
not.
out the gates with American Idiot on this album.
Right.
And it's like, come on.
Dude, when you
Yeah.
hear that riff, it's just.
Dude, I kick a door down in my head every fucking time. Boom! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And then you turn into those fucking nerds at Bolton Bible, just fucking carrying around the guitar at a fucking show. Yeah, dude, I'm 30 years old. Everybody here makes fun of me, but it's cool, man.
You're not saying it right. No, bro, you gotta say it right. Oh, I'm here on business. My boss doesn't know I'm here right now. He'd be pretty pissed off if the Queen died. The Queen died. Queen fucking chuffed that she did. It's Tuesday.
the queen.
Hey, bruh.
We have a pedophile king now. Woo! Anyway.
He shoos away everything. It's fun.
Shoo.
I can't be expected to move this.
I can't believe he did that.
I can't.
Get off.
Guys, just know
Cool's a
that
literal man, baby.
We have collectively another like 40 years before we really have to like worry about making it in life. All right. So we got lots of time.
Yeah, he's an
Honey,
inspiration.
better.
Kill. What's that?
so that makes me feel better.
Oh yeah,
I
totally.
hope
Yeah,
it does,
yeah.
dude. I
It's
hope
what
it
you can
does.
look forward to when you hit
Oh, yeah.
75. You can be a leader of a whole fucking nation.
You too can become
king.
president of the United States.
Crazy.
Crazy.
I don't know. Maybe for me, it's impossible.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
You hear that,
We won't
America?
get into it. We won't get into it.
So you're saying I have a chance?
I'm saying you have a chance.
I have a chance.
Yeah.
Hey Josh, you're a nerd.
Hey,
Do you
what?
know how many snares that Trey Cool brought to record this album?
13.
No, 75.
Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry. Jesus of Suburbia.
Jesus
Yeah,
is
there you
a
go.
yeah. God, get it right.
God, I don't know. I just want to talk about this album forever. And Brett, I said it the other day. Like, it kind of sucks that everything else we did for this week isn't part of the show because we had so many fucking good conversations during those streams.
We
like
did.
just the memories of the
I also-
songs.
I think that like that's why I'm kind of like calming down now because like we're gonna go forever
Yeah.
And
on this one. Like I mean, dude,
I'm
we're
curious.
not
I'm
even
curious
talking
about the internet.
Us,
All right,
us
I wanna
actually
know.
jamming
Well,
the shit,
you know-
any of that.
Josh, what a great segue because let's
Is
find
this
out
my
what the
favorite
internet-
bit? My favorite bit?
Yeah, your
Is
favorite
this
bit
your favorite bit?
is the
Let's do
View
it.
Skewed and Reviewed, the podcast within a podcast.
Within a podcast.
I'm your host, Cody, joined with me by 3 other people. Josh, you're back. Crazy. I hope Bull and Toon shows up for you.
I mean, better fucking be here. I'd be pissed, though.
Spoiler alert, they did not.
Uh-oh.
This is the podcast where I've gone through the internet and I found out what they thought about this album, and then we talk about what we think about their thoughts. There's a lot of them, so let's get through it. So for the I went in order this time. For the 10s, we got Gigwise and All Music. Good on you, boys. 9.1 from Immortal Reviews. We got 3 9s from Mojo, Unspanker. I don't know what that is, and Sputnik. Metacritic's user average is an 8.9, as well as the Austin Chronicle. Hey, Brett, that's like where you used to live.
Ooh.
Shakingthrough.net gave it an 8.6. E Entertainment Online gave it an 8.3, as well as Entertainment Weekly. They just copied each other's homeworks. And then a slew of 8s. We got Billboard, Dot Music, Q Magazine, NME, Stylus Magazine, Pace Magazine, Play Louder, DIY, Slant Magazine, Prefix, Musicboard.app, Steam Point Blank. All gave it 8s. Coke Machine Glow gave it a 7.9. Album of the Year gave it a 7.7. Pitchfork have it a 7.2. And then a bunch of 7s. Here we go. Splendid, Rolling Stone, Village Voice, Uncut, AV Club, Tiny Mixtapes.
Rolling Stone?
Yeah, New York Times, and Alternative Press.
What?
Down in the 6s. All right, we're getting down here now. Rate Your Music's user average was a 6.6. The Guardian, Drowned in Sound, Blender, The Observer, and Now Magazine all gave it a 6. And then Village Voice did not go to the YMCA that week, so they gave it a 5.8. And then on YouTube, there was a bunch of them. I only picked these following because we started the show and I ran out of time. And I didn't want to watch a bunch of videos from 10 years ago of some dude in a bedroom with more views than this video will get. So, ARTV gave it a 10. Magic Mike gave it a 9. Randy Joe gave it an 8. Dan Rock gave it a 10. 33 Third RPM gave it a 10. That Guy Again gave it a 9.4. And Hardcore Place gave it a 10. And Josh, is that the Rolling Stone
It is.
magazine cover for American Idiot?
Oh, Josh,
I'm-
show it again. Show it again.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
See, I don't see how it constitutes a 7 when you're gonna put them on
When you put them on the fucking
magazine.
cover, yeah,
It's Rolling Stone. Who the fuck? They don't know what they're talking about.
Moron.
they really don't. They really don't.
It was like, I
Fucking
hate
idiots.
this album. It's very average,
They
but you know
named their
what?
magazine
On the front.
after a band. That's not confusing at all.
No.
Anyway, so hey guys, a lot of high praise for American Idiot. I don't know
High praise.
who saw that
High
one coming.
praise.
But those 6s will kill it. So what do you think? The average will be?
I think that anything outside of a 9 is wrong. So,
Yeah, that's fair. I agree.
Was there any that dipped below 7? I don't think so, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe a
Yeah.
few?
yeah, there's a few, dude.
All
Oh,
these
shit.
right here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, so 6s. Oh,
And a
5
5.8.
point.
yeah, the 5.8, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Village,
5.8.
yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
YMCA.
Well,
So What do you think?
Is it the village from the movie? Maybe they're just stuck in their little home and don't realize that, war happened.
Right.
Yeah.
This needed to be said.
Like, what are they talking about the whole time?
All right. So YouTube makes a little more sense. They're a little,
YouTube makes sense.
They're in the place where
Those
they
are
need
real
to be.
human beings.
Yes.
All right.
Let's see.
All right. Any guesses?
I'm gonna go with 8-6 for the meme, dude, because I don't know. I have no idea. There's too many to try to calculate real quick.
There's a lot of 8s.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna say something 8 something.
8 something.
8
okay.
something.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go 8-5 just to be
fuck you.
safe.
Yeah.
8-5.
My final answer is 8-3.
8-3.
Okay, do it for Dale.
You all broke the bank. The internet wins. It's 7.97.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Those 6s will
What?
kill it.
Who's gonna get fucking clobbered? We need a fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who am I fighting?
Like
Apparently Rolling Stone, and we're gonna fight Rolling Stone.
dipshits.
Fucking
Well, at least
Now-
Rolling Stone
Now
gave it a
magazine.
Hey,
fucking
Village
7.
Boys.
What the hell is
Yeah,
now?
gotta fight.
Is that the same now from like now? That's what I something.
I don't know. No, that's what I call
it.
white
Now,
people
now
music.
35 or whatever.
Yeah. Now
Uh,
kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck them. Who
Kids
cares?
Bop?
Let's. The show is not about the internet. The show is about our opinions and
That's
our
right.
opinions alone. So let's fucking get into them. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, Brett.
Go for it, Brett.
This is a perfect album. I don't know.
Bold.
I don't know what to say bad about it. I'm not even going to argue that the instrumentation or the musicianship is bad because it's really not. It's really there. I got a little pissy with Ricky Beato the other day when he's trying to talk about it. It's like, huh? They know what they're doing. They don't you be going saying they don't know what they're doing. They just like the sound of it. No. They know. What
Listen,
they're
they
doing.
they did a
that's
lot with power chords.
They did. They did
A lot.
Not
But
gonna
it's
disagree
also-
with that.
So much more. Yeah.
But I think the way they layered
It's layered
stuff.
so well. Yeah, it's layered.
you
it doesn't
you
matter.
got the other partials because you had another guitar that no one knew of until this album, right?
and
And a
a
piano,
acoustic and a
and-
piano and a violin
Right.
and a,
you had the
things.
layers that were more than just 3 notes.
There's
okay?
a dude singing opera in the fucking back room. Like who there's so much shit that is in these things.
Was it Beato or was it Mike, Brett, that said the waveform looks like a sausage, but it's a good sausage?
It's a good sausage. Yeah, it was Mike. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a. I don't know, dude. This is my childhood. This is the reason why I play instruments. This is the reason why we know each other. This is the reason why this is here.
Right.
Yeah.
This is it, dude. Like this is. It's just a 10.
It's all
just
all
it's
because
a 10 out of 10 for me, man. I don't know what else.
because
you
of
want.
Green Day, you have
Is it
this
actually a 10?
podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna give it a 10. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to
You know what?
think
That's
about it
fair.
because, like I said, I remember everything about this. I don't remember shit about anything. Like, what is this? You know, like so yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's fair. No, hey, that's quick.
That's it. That's
That's
perfect.
very
Perfect
fair.
album. To me,
Yeah.
this is the bee's knees. This is the top of the top, man.
This is your
Right.
pet sounds.
This is it.
No, legit. Like I'm with you there, and I was like, I don't even need to do any of the things, right? Like,
Good joke.
I don't need to do any of this. But I did have one qualm, and I said this a little earlier, that musicianship, right? Because we listen to so much other music, we do hear more intricate pieces, right? We hear
Sure.
more albums that they went to Juilliard or some shit. They went to a place to
Sure.
learn.
I like Rush
Okay,
too.
but Josh, hold on.
Right.
Hold on.
No, you don't. No, I'm with you. Hold on. Let me get there.
Okay.
Let me
Let
get
him
there.
land. Let him land.
Let him
Let him
land.
land.
Let him land.
Okay. I don't give a shit. Okay. And I was gonna critique it properly. And I was like, I could take off a half a point because maybe there's a lot of power chords in here and maybe there could be some other stuff. And then you really break down the composition as a whole. And Tati, you said this, like everything is so crisp, right? Everything is so well rounded. It literally doesn't matter because there's so many other parts to listen to. And I think because of the simplicity, you can easily, I want to listen to this part this time, right? I want to make sure I pay attention to the lyrics here.
Shift your focus around. Yeah.
Right. I'm not like bombarded with shit, and it's like all of them are good
Here,
musicians.
also,
But-
Josh, I was going to give memorability 11 out of 10, so I will give you a free point to take off that half point that you were going to give. Fair.
But you won't have to, because it is still a 10 for me. So
Oh, yeah.
10 out of 10 from you all
10 out of
around?
10. Yeah.
God
And
damn.
I know this is like heavy-handed, and everybody in the club is gonna be like, it's just because you fucking love Green Day. Yes,
That's
it's my
our
show.
opinions.
Yes, I
Okay,
fucking do.
we do what we want over here. Okay, you got a problem with it? Fight me then, bitches.
I mean, go ahead, Cardi.
No, you,
You want to fight, Tati?
No, I know.
Tati wants to
I'm
fight.
not trying to fight you.
y'all are neighbors right now. It could happen. We can set it up.
It could be
Yeah,
done.
you're right.
You're both from
We
New
could,
York. so-
we could have a whole stream about it.
Listen, I'm not trying to fight about it. No. My score was really high. It's actually the highest one that I've given, throughout this entire show, as
Ooh.
long as I've been on it. Because I listened to it, and we listened to like all these other bands, and like you said, Josh, you can hear like how crisp it is and how like well-rounded it is, and like you said, like all the pieces, like you can listen to it and examine each piece on its own and just listen to it as a whole as well. And so like I really enjoyed this album, and I gave musicianship like a really high score as well, just because of that, just because of like how well it was put together. The songwriting as well, like it was really, like I keep saying, well put together. Like everything was just well said, originality again, like really high. Memorability, it's
Yeah,
something
like who
that
else
you
was
will-
doing this kind of
No
thing?
one.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
No one's done it since either.
Right.
Exactly. Like, and that's what makes you remember it. Like,
Mhm.
like I said it multiple times.
Dude,
guys
the most
remember.
comparable thing is Meatloaf.
Fuck. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So I
What kind of
mean,
fucking competition is that?
yeah. So I mean, like, I can definitely see where you're coming from. Like listening to you guys talk about like, oh, how great this album it is. It's a great album. And my score, I gave it a 9.6.
9.6.
Ooh,
Okay.
Okay. Fair.
For the
Great.
CKY
okay.
reference, right?
Yeah, right. So-
Nah.
Also, for someone who like isn't just obviously fanboy obsessed with this band growing up, totally fair.
Totally fair.
Score on that. A lot of this is nostalgia for me at least.
Right.
Yeah,
We're,
that's what I figured.
yeah, we're a little heavy-handed on the nostalgia.
Which
But
is
like,
totally fair.
but no, I think your points work perfectly. Like every part of it is strong, and you can listen to singles and be fine. You can go top to bottom and be fine. There's other albums we listen to that are make this single kind of sucks. Why did they put it in the middle, or why is it at the end, or like as a composition, like you said, it is well-rounded and top to bottom solid,
Yep.
and that's important.
100%.
Yep.
Exactly. That's why I got the score I got from me.
Yeah, that's a good score. I am pretty much on par with Brett and Josh. Like thinking about it, like, and again, I don't have that nostalgia bait, right? I kind of do, but not fully. Like, there's still a good middle chunk of this album that I don't know as well as I did before this week. She's a Rebel, Gimme Novocaine, Letter Bomb, all Extraordinary Girl. That part's a little fuzzy for me, but after this week and after really like listening to it and all that stuff, like
Earwormed in forever.
Oh, dude.
I don't know if
You'll never
there's-
forget.
I don't know if there's an album that's better than this. And like I thought Hybrid Theory would forever stay probably my number one album, but like I don't know, especially like given the time and it's marinated for 18 years, it's nice and ripe now.
Yep.
And seeing it live, watching Bulletin, a Bible finally, which I'd never done before this week. Like,
it was great.
Yeah, this is as close to a perfect 10 of an album I can give, like fairly. Like I could give every Shikari and Him album a fucking 10, but I mean I gotta be real, I there's nothing wrong with the lyrics at all. There's nothing wrong with the musicianship. I mean, fuck, they made a new Bohemian Rhapsody for our generation that singing at karaoke, you never know us bitches in 9 minutes because it just flows so well.
Yep.
Like every part, like you said, it's perfect and production is crisp. Originality, like come on, it's a fucking rock opera that doesn't suck and you can actually listen to and actually enjoy without like being like, yeah, I like Rush, you know? Yeah, I want to listen to Meatloaf. I want to do this homework. It's homework. This isn't homework. This is, I could throw it on and everyone will like it. Exactly.
Because these songs could also just be singled out and be like, oh, this is a good song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It's like, it's that rare prog concept album where the singles work by themselves. Normally with concept albums, the biggest thing is the singles are kind of fall flat because they have to listen to them all in one story.
Yeah.
But this one, anytime and you're fine. You instantly know what the fuck Billy's on about. And this would be a perfect 10 if I had that nostalgia bait, but because that little middle section's a little bit fuzzy in my mind, memorability only got a 9.8. So my total is a 9.96.
Pretty close.
Okay.
If I had listened to this album day one, like you guys did,
Yeah.
10 out of 10. I know it.
No, I feel you because yeah, those like tracks like 8, 9, like what are they? Right? They're not the singles and they're not the meat, but they're important to the story.
Exactly.
And you know that.
Right.
And you know that if you have listened to it literally probably it has to be in the thousands.
Oh, by now? Oh, easily.
Good lord.
Easily.
Like,
no, easily.
you know,
Dude,
I had
I'm
like
gonna
one
look, see
CD
if
in the
this-
car when I was 13. Okay,
Yeah,
and
this
this
isn't
is
even
it.
in here. Dude, this is my third copy of this CD. CD. Not cassette. CD. Dude, listen to the shit out of this thing.
Is that Rage and Love?
You know, it is.
It is.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Right on there.
That's cool.
solid.
It's nice.
Dude.
No, it's funny
And then
too.
the
I
fucking
didn't.
imagery is so good.
Oh yeah, but Steph brought it up. I was gonna try to bring it up somewhere, but I forgot. The three of us. Tati is our Jason White of the group now.
Yeah. And he doesn't get a pop either.
He doesn't get a
Always
pop.
here.
But we
Yeah.
all got pops and shit. Mine's right there. The little tray right there.
Yeah. For the
Lil
Christmas
Billy?
special we did.
That was our Christmas special.
I had the bright idea of was it my idea or your idea? It was Steph's idea, but I co-opted it. I signed off on it. It's a good idea. To do a mystery gift, and then just fucking have us draw numbers out of a hat, and whichever pop we got, that's who we got, and it all synced up perfectly.
It
I
did.
played bass, I got Mike. Josh plays guitar, he got Billy.
Yep.
And Trey.
Mm-hmm.
Like insane.
8.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
So now we gotta go.
I kind of do want
Monolith.
a Jason White pop.
Dude, that'd be
now.
rad.
That'd be awesome.
They need him. He needs his own.
That'd be awesome.
Put some respect on the man's name, you know?
Right.
Right. Get Jason Freeze one too.
If Post Malone can have fucking 4 and he's just one guy, why not Green
Oh,
Day, you know?
why not the whole
I
band?
know.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Get the saxophone guy. Get the rabbit, aka Trey.
Dude, a rabbit version would be awesome.
Pretty cool. Yeah. All right, so let's move over to the Monolith.
The Monolith.
So to keep this,
Okay.
you know,
Oh,
to keep this leveled with everything else, since everything's been done by 3. Even the ones where Josh were gone, it was just me and Brett. I usually viewed, skewed, and reviewed to even it all out. We know where it's going.
yeah. There's not a,
yeah, you know,
there's not a score under number 1.
Yeah,
So-
I think all 4 of us
Yeah.
would be fine.
All
Yeah.
4 of us. will
Yeah,
be
all
fine.
4 of us would be fine.
Yeah.
I was just gonna nix the lowest one and just go with the top 3.
Yeah. We're
No.
all too close. We're too close.
It's relatively the same. You round up and we're all in the same
yeah,
place.
Yeah.
So I think we're good.
Yeah.
We're not between 5 and 10. We're all between 9.5 and 10.
Right.
All right.
And you could do some math shit and be like mean, median, mode.
All right. Yeah.
if
Do
we
y'all
had-
want the official number? Y'all want to
Give
guess
it to
on
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to guess.
What?
Obviously, it's
It's
number
going to
1.
be number 1. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
why
Why
did-
did,
number 1.
why did that move?
You know,
Because
Linkin
the
Park went
fucking
this
Google
way,
Docs
Crystal-
is trash.
Crystal
Crystal
Lake's
Lake went to
3
the
in.
left.
Yeah,
You can't. It's a crappy ass fucking app.
it is.
It's definitely number 1. But we
Yeah,
have
without a doubt.
we have a 9.6.
9.96
Yeah,
and 9.6
Okay. And 2 10s.
and 2 10s.
9.89.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with. That's the first number that came into my mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 9.8.
Yeah, 9.86.
I think it's higher, to be honest.
Brett, you're right on the money. 8.9.
Son of a bitch.
On the dot.
How do you do that?
He's a fucking cheater. He's the only one that paid attention in math class. That's why. He's the only
To
one.
be fair, my mind is drifting today. Fine.
No, that's fine. That's fair. No,
Now,
yeah, I just happen to. I don't even do the math for these things. I just guess.
Now, I will
I
say,
swear.
I'll leave it up to y'all. It has the possibility of being a 9.99 if we nix the bottom number.
No, it's fine.
No.
8.9.
Yeah.
Fair.
Look, when you're getting that nitty gritty, it's the same.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think
It's all-
anything's ever gonna beat it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like what?
it's like look at the gap. Hybrid Theory is. Linkin Park is like
The gap
second
between
tier.
Hybrid Theory and this is insane.
Yeah.
Granted, if we were to do Meteora, my Meteora score is higher than Hybrid Theory.
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
feel about Meteora.
Fuck.
Like
Meteora could
Hybrid
take
Theory
it.
is great, but like Meteora is better. Okay, I don't care what anybody says.
It is. It is.
That is my childhood. Meteora.
No,
Right.
no, I totally. So here's the thing with Meteora, because I was thinking about.
We
this
can
the
watch
other
live
day.
in Texas on that. That'd be great.
We could. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, what the fuck was I listening to in like 2004 to 2006? Because 2006 is
Meteora.
when stuff I actually do listen to still today started coming out. You know, the Chiodos and August Winter, you know, all that kind of shit. I only listened to Meteora and American Idiot. That was it. That was it. Like Miss Murder hadn't come out because AFI was the next big one for me.
Yeah. December
Yeah,
Underground was 2006.
Yeah, that was 06.
Okay.
So I had a span of 2 years of just this
Linkin Park.
and Meteora. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. Just I guess Linkin Park as well. I mean Green Day and Linkin Park as
Papa
well.
Roach was in there, I think, right? With
That
Scars.
Was,
That was
for
that
you.
time.
That was more for. I have the album,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
Yeah.
Other than listening to the album, I didn't get into
Getting
it.
Away with Murder.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I have the album somewhere. It's in that double suitcase I got.
I'll tell you
But,
what, with this week and with all the extra content we did, like the Deep Discog Dive and like Bullet in a Bible, it made me really want to actually dive into Warning or Nimrod or Insomnia.
Oh,
like,
I
all
can't
these
wait to
other
do Warning.
albums.
I can't
Yeah.
wait.
All these other albums that like I've heard the singles for, but I've never listened to the album.
Yeah, like I know we're just rambling at this point, but
And
like
who gives a shit?
it's this this week kind of really woke me up of like this band really did have a huge impact on my life, and I know way more of their music than I probably should, but I don't know, like we talked about it earlier too, of you know, you talk about Green Day, especially around this time too, it's like you got made fun of, you know, we did.
Yep.
We really did. You know,
And
this
people
is
like me
it's
being like,
reality.
"Ah, normie, get out of here."
That's what it makes me feel like. You know, even
Yeah,
now, I'm
or-
like, oh, your
well,
favorite
'cause-
band's Green Day. It's like, it's a little normie, but it's
Well, we were like straightening our hair and shit.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And
I
like
was telling
wearing
Steph-
too tight of pants.
I was telling Steph she has someone at work that likes Dance Gavin Dance and Day to Remember. I was like, well, yeah, dude, saying you like Day to Remember is like saying you like Green Day. Like, duh, of course.
Duh.
What, you like Mozart too?
uh-huh.
Right.
Fucking-
Well, this is like you would say, it's like, oh yeah, we were. What was the term? Poser was like the big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
We would call people.
Yeah, we're
Right.
posers.
Like y'all are posers. You
was.
don't know every single song. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
like.
Dude, I remember a kid sitting at Borders, because you know when you used to go to Borders and go listen to the CD without having
The
to
music
actually pay
section.
for it. Yeah.
FYE, baby.
And I was sitting there, I was listening to Nimrod, and this kid saw that I was listening to it, and he goes, "Do you have Dookie yet?" I was like, "I don't own it." He goes, "Dude, buy this," and he just hands it to me, and I'm like, "Okay." And so I went up to the front and bought it, and then I listened to that thing every fucking day for like 3 years.
I remember on Del Mabry, next to the Sam Ash, there was like a tiny like
Tiny little
vintage
CD store.
CD store.
It was there for like 8 months.
We found that
There it is.
there.
Yep.
Okay, and that
was there.
we lost our fucking minds.
Yep.
Because that was they only made like a small amount of those some bitches. Okay, there was not a lot of those because
Actually-
it came out on cassette.
I wonder
right?
if this one's numbered. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's smoothed out slappy hours, right? Is that
Yeah, this is the one that's got all of them on it, though. So this is the
Oh, okay.
the newer version, but
right?
it's
But
still I mean, it's still just
They-
a piece
they-
of fucking cardboard, and
Right.
there's a little
Like, it was so hard to find that.
Like,
So hard. And
this was impossible to find.
And that's the kind of level of like nerds we were for this.
Yeah. Hey man, fair enough. Like I don't blame you anymore. Like it's fine. It's just my predisposition, and I know again we're rambling. My predisposition and not liking the people who like listen to didn't give a shit about music, but like this album is because people like my aunt had Dookie and Insomnia and Nimrod. She doesn't give a fuck about music.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like so, I just associate like, oh well, it's popular, it must not be good. I'm stupid. It's popular because it's popular.
Yeah, it's one of those few cases where it's popular.
I will
'cause it
say,
is
and
that
this is gonna be a weird thing to say, but if Kurt Cobain didn't die, Green Day wouldn't be as popular.
You're not wrong. In that
I
alternate
see it.
universe.
Yeah, I
I
can
can
see
see
that.
it.
And it's sad to say because Nirvana would have taken it.
Because Dookie's around the same time that Kurt died.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He checked out, man. Yeah.
Oh, Kerplunk came out in '92.
Yeah.
Dookie
was
came out in
94.
Yep.
Yeah. So that would have been the same time.
Nevermind was 94, wasn't it?
Could you have? No, Nevermind was 91.
okay.
In Utero was 93.
3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Kurt Cobain left a hole, and Foo Fighters never grabbed it as hard as Green Day did.
I would argue that they did, but Green Day just did a different thing. They weren't trying to be the new Nirvana,
True.
and neither was Foo Fighters, to be honest. Like they were just.
Well, they
Dave
didn't have the
being Dave.
grunge. Nirvana's,
Yeah.
they're the Seattle. They're PNW
Yeah.
kind of band. But
Anyway.
this is Bay Area shit.
Brett, we are rambling way too long. This episode's long as shit.
Yes,
and
it is.
it's your pick. What album we listen to next week?
Well,
Is there anything new?
There's a lot of things.
there's
Josh.
quite a few
There
things.
are.
There.
There are so many new things. I have an idea for a whole new show.
Oh my god.
Fuck, man. I mean, the only
Oh my
thing,
God.
the thing I've listened to the most that's new so far is that new Miss May I.
Yep.
So I'll probably go with
It's-
that because I did like that a lot.
Miss May I?
It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I
do like it.
like the new Muse and I like the new Dirty Heads. I think this would go better for us. Because
Yeah, get into some metalcore.
Yeah, like Dirty Heads is just okay. Even for me, like you guys know, I'm a big fan. But it's just okay.
They are trash.
Yeah, shut up.
well,
Shut up.
all right, well. Josh, great having you back.
And then Muse is very much. It's good. I like it a lot. It is. I can see why people are complaining because it is a lot of throwbacks, which I like, but I can see the problems with it. So yeah, I want to go with Miss May I. We haven't
Cool.
done it. We haven't done metal in
It's been a while. What's the
Couple
name of the
months now.
album?
Curse of
Puppy.
Existence.
Curse of Existence. Okay.
Doge.
Oh, there it is. I see it right there. All right,
Yeah.
so you heard it here first. If you made it this far, congrats. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Let us know your favorite Green Day memory in the comments below. Find us on Twitch and all the other,
Social
sellout
media.
stuff. You know the deal. I don't want to say the C word. I don't want to say the S, the B. But that's the B.
Subscribe, ring the bell, comment down below.
Do all that shit. Watch Germany. Brett works really hard on them. They're
do.
good.
Yes.
I do.
Goodbye.